In my late teenage to very early adult years, I was super depressed. I hated myself and I would always look at everything around me in a very pessimistic way. My life was very miserable. I was super overweight. I had very skinny arms, super low self-esteem. I didn't really have any social skills. And even though I had a very tight-knit friend group, I was still very socially anxious. I would sit in my room all day from sunrise till sunset, grinding away at video games, while I would see my friends and my classmates going to the gym, getting muscle, becoming really strong. I would see them playing sport, footy, soccer, whatever, and they would be really good at it and they would be having fun playing it. And I would be sitting on the sidelines, not competing at all, super depressed, just on my phone. I would always be envious looking at them because they had something. I would always be envious of them because whenever I looked at them, I knew deep down I should be playing the sports as well. I should be going to the gym as well, getting strong. I should be good at sports. I'm sitting here in the sidelines on my phone, not competing. Why? I knew I had to change my life. I almost knew that the life that I was living wasn't what I was meant to turn out to be. I knew that I was meant to be a role model. I was meant to be a leader. I was meant to be a very masculine person. My life has turned out so differently because of video games, because of all the bad habits I was doing. And even though I knew I had to change, I never really did change. For the longest time anyway. It was almost as if I didn't give myself any permission to change because I used to act a certain way, so I have to continue to act that certain way. It's too late for me to start picking up sports again. It's too late for me to go to the gym. It's too late for me to start doing good habits. It's too late for me to forego the bad habits. It's too late for me to work towards my goals. Or even pick goals, because at this point in my life, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I would say that to myself all the time, it's too late. And yet, I was able to completely transform my physique within just a couple months. And yet, I was able to halve my depression and my social anxiety within 2 weeks. And yet, I destroyed all my bad habits, every single one of them. It took some time, took a lot of effort. But I finally did forgo all the bad habits, even though I thought that it was too late, so to speak. And a lot of people think that way. If you're watching this video up until this point, you probably feel the same way about whatever it is in your life. You think that it's too late for me. I can't start today. And I empathize with you. I used to feel the exact same way. That feeling of that it's too late, that's the feeling that held me back for so long. It took me years and years to change my life just because of that feeling. So I understand how it feels. But I also understand how it feels to be on the opposite side. And I'm here to tell you, you're being stupid, silly, and lazy. Because number one, you're using that feeling that it's too late as an excuse to not put in the work, because you have to do a lot of work. When you're a certain type of person and you want to change your life, it requires a lot of effort. So you're saying to yourself that it's too late as an excuse, a very convenient excuse for you not to put the work in, number one. Number two, it's never too late. You can always change your life no matter what age you are. If let's say you had a friend who was super fat and he came to you being super lean, super muscular and being super healthy and fit, your friend comes to you, your fat friend, and he says, "Oh, I want to lose some weight. I think I regret my life decisions. I'm super sad that I didn't do this anytime sooner. I want to lose weight." Would you tell your friend that, "Nah, it's too late. You can't change your weight"? No. You'd be so enthusiastic, right? You'd be like, "Oh, let's go to the gym now. I'll buy your membership with you. I'll show you exactly what machines you have to use. I'll go to the gym with you every single day for the next couple of months, so it's super easy for you. And I'm going to give you the proper diet that you're going to have to use, and it's going to be super easy for you to implement." You're going to be super enthusiastic, right? Because he's finally deciding to change, your fat friend. So then why don't you have the same enthusiasm for yourself? When it comes to other people, we're super quick to help them out. But when it comes to helping ourselves out, you have to give yourself that permission to change, and that it's never too late. You can always start today. Not gonna start tomorrow or next week. You're gonna start today. Even if it is, for example, the gym, you go walk into the gym for 5 minutes, run on the treadmill and then walk back. You don't even hit the weights, you just run on the treadmill for 5 minutes. At least you started today. You have to give yourself that permission to change. It's only when I gave that permission to change that it's not really that too late. I can still change my life. Sure thing, my past decisions were terrible, and my life, if I made the right decisions in the past, would have been so different. But that's not stopping me from taking charge of the life that I have now and improving that. And finally, number 3, you probably think that there's a mountain that you have to climb in order to change your life. And the truth is, it's the mountain that you have to climb is 100 times bigger than you can ever anticipate. I feel like every month that passes by, I just figure out more and more stuff about myself that I have to improve on. I learn new insecurities. I learn new stuff that I fear that I didn't even knew that I feared. But you don't have to worry about that. You're at the bottom. Who cares how tall the mountain is? At least start climbing the mountain. That's what you have to worry about right now. It all starts with taking small steps to improving yourself every single day. A lot of people, they get it wrong where they think that they have to go on some David Goggins regimen and completely transform their life. They have to go to Thailand and join a Muay Thai boxing gym, and that's the only way they're going to change their life. No, nothing like that. You change your life by going outside and walking for like 10 minutes. Not even running or jogging or sprinting, you're walking outside for 5 minutes in the sun, in the grass. You don't need to dive into the deep end in order to change your life. You know, for drawing, right? For drawing, this is my 4th journal I'm on now. I never used to draw for years and years, even though I wanted to. Now I'm on my 4th drawing sketchbook. You know how I did that? All I did was that I drew every single day for 10 minutes. That's all I did. And I'm on my 4th sketchbook already. It's small little steps that you have to take in order to improve your life. It's not some big rock you have to push. It's small pebbles that you stack on top of each other. And because when you push the big boulder, you're going to get super exhausted. You're going to tire out. And you're going to think to yourself that maybe this isn't possible. When you stack super small pebbles on top of each other, it's like nothing. It's like a pebble, right? 10-minute walk. Who cares? 10-minute drawing. Who cares? But then you stack a bunch of pebbles on top of each other. Then you get the big boulder. And it's much more sustainable than just pushing the big boulder in the first place. And by the time you stack all the small pebbles up to make the big boulder, you are much more competent as a person and you're able to push that big boulder. And that's when you really press on the gas, when you're actually experienced. But for now, when you're starting off, you just put in small efforts every single day, super small. And some people thrive in, jumping into the deep end, David Goggins regimens. If you're watching this video, you're probably like me and you have to take it slow and steady and do 5 minutes every day and then slowly build on top of that. It will take time, a lot of time. It will take a lot of effort, so much more effort than you can ever comprehend, but I'd rather put in that effort and I would rather put in that time rather than just sit in my room and play video games all day and then look at other people, see how better and amazing their lives are and say to myself, why don't I change my life? And then continue not to change my life.